Peace, my family. And roll back to all the woke ones out there. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time. Welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. I just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. And hope you all are out there keeping your mind right. Oh yes. And that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys are keeping yourselves at a high vibration. And most definitely cleansing the lows. I came out here today to express. And before I share, just want to say a few things. On this journey within, to get back to the Most High, to become closer to the Most High, it's things that is required, and it's things that must be done. And I'm just sharing through my experiences and things that helped me along my journey. And so, some of the things that helped me along my journey in getting back to the Most High and in beginning and getting closer to the Most High is getting out of your own way. I had to get out of my own way. What do I mean? When you're living life, trying to figure it out, trying to go about life, how you see fit, what makes you happy in this 3D world. Not realizing that when I really sat and thought about it, I wasn't really that happy. Not really at all. And I was one of that people that I really didn't know what I wanted to do in this life. It was nothing for me that was stuck out to me that said, oh yes, this is what I need to be doing. It wasn't until I began to question and also begin to talk with the Most High. Because of course my foundation and background was Christianity at the time. And so I was just praying, trying to figure out and question, what is my purpose? I don't know, it just came to a light bulb moment, realizing that I don't want to do what I want to do. I want to do what the Most High wants me to do, because that's the best. And I've been thinking about that, and I thought about that before I even came into the right knowledge. So before I even came across my spiritual awakening adventure, it started with me questioning. And so that's why I tell everyone else to question. Question your purpose. Talk to the Most High. Ask questions. Because that's what's going to get the wheels turning. And slowly but surely reveal answers to you that you always wanted. Not just going about it your way. And again, when you're listening to the Most High, really taking it in, really understanding, gaining that good connection, Because again, how you start to get that good connection, this is my experience. Everybody's experiences is different. I just wanted to state that. And this is just what helped me. So take things for, what you can take it as, and whatever could, help you along your journey. Because everybody's journeys are different when beginning to, show certain signs. But, like I said before, I know I said this before, but with me getting into the Bible first, because as a child, that's what I was introduced to first. And getting into the Bible more deeply as I got older, as I began to reach adulthood, trying to figure out what's my purpose and what I'm supposed to do here. And ultimately, certain things were just leading up to this moment. But I will say that it started with me deep studying the Bible first, because that's what I was introduced to first. Understanding what's in it, and coming across Dr. Malachi York, LR Master Teacher, along my journey. In college, it was just like a light bulb moment. Because, again, like I said before, I never heard quite anyone break down the Bible with facts and science that made so much sense. And so this is me just checking out the YouTube videos and me going through a deep study, just listening, just taking the time and listening, going through all of the YouTube videos that I could each and every day, until you begin to get it. So I gave you more of just a breakdown of the Bible, and going a little bit into the Quran and how it connects with the next book that was introduced in Revelations, the little book. And doing a deep study, listening, studying, researching, getting a understanding of the studies. And for me, that is what I needed, because I was always a spiritual person, and I was always a loving being, but I knew I was always missing something. Something was missing, because again, something didn't quite connect all the way for me when it came down to just Christianity at the time. Because if it did, for me, I wouldn't be asking questions, and you would think you would know your purpose, right? Because it's something about a school of thought, a religion, whatever you would like to call it, that would make you ask questions and give you what you need so you can live your lifestyle in accordance with what the Most High says. Giving all the knowledge that you need to understand, what it's all about. And again, I guess for me, I wasn't getting spiritually fed at the time, and I really didn't know that the way I needed to be at the time. Because this is just my experience. Going to churches, that was cool. Getting a motivational message off of one scripture was cool. But again, after church, everything just went back to, I'm not going to say normal, but they weren't talking about no more scriptures. Yes, we went to Bible study, and that's when more of a breakdown was there. But again, not being taught that you need to take the time for yourselves and read for yourself to understand what you're into, to get a better view on what it is and the truth behind what the Bible in the original language was revealed in. You know, Hebrew, Syriac, Arabic, Aramic, and really understanding, you know, the true storyline behind it once you translate it back into its original language. That played a major bombshell and mind-blowing experience for me once I realized that the storylines is not really what is presented to be once you begin to break down the words. And our master teacher, Dr. Malachi York, helped us with teaching us as students to break down the words, to do your research, and go on your deep study, self-study, and read. That is the biggest thing also on the journey. Having the 3 tests, which is, you know, experience, evidence, and reason, and going through life with that, understanding that everything must make sense. And when things are missing, something's off. And so that's why it's very important for people to read. That is the biggest thing he always tells us to do. And if taken heed to, it can raise your consciousness levels, because that's what's going to be needed for people to be taught. Because again, you have to be taught to reach a certain level to transcend up out of here. What people don't know. And some people do. But I'm just letting people know and telling people the truth. You have the spiritual experience, and I know you can get it from many different places as far as just having the spiritual experience. But having the knowledge is much, much different. Because you're going to need to know the right knowledge. You're going to need to be taught the truth about who you are and understand who you are. Know thyself in order to understand the afterlife and what this life, the now, the here and now, is about. Understanding more about who you are. You're going to need to know that information. What people don't know. Or some people do, right? So the biggest thing is the studying. The biggest thing is the reading. So that's why I put some of the scrolls out so people can take a look and read. And people don't understand sometimes why. But this right here is going to help you get you a broader and a deeper picture on life, on these different religions, and how, again, it's all taken from ancient Kemet. And again, only way you know this is if you do your deep study and you read the right knowledge and you understand where stuff come from. You won't know this until you start reading the scrolls. And Dr. Malachi L. is not only a man, he's the Archangel Michael, he's an angelic being. And again, people can sit here and say, how does a man have, this much knowledge? And my answer to that is, he's not just a man. He's an angel. He's an angelic being. And again, people don't have to believe me, but I'm just speaking my experience and the truth. So, when you say, people say, in my experiences, why do you listen to him so much, Because he's an angel from the Most High. And if you took heed to the messages, you understand. If you do your studying, understand what he has come to bring us. And he is, the missing link to why this world is such in a darker state when it comes to the world side of things, and a much lighter state when it comes to the spiritual side of things, when people get in alignment. But that's when you get in alignment, it becomes so much lighter. But again, it begins to be heavy when you're not in proper alignment, and everything is clouded when you're not in proper alignment. You don't know what direction to go. And again, that's why look out for the messengers of the Most High, the messengers of the Most High. He's one of those messengers. And people can sit here and say, well, how do you know? I know because, have you checked out his works? I don't know anyone that has done the works that he has brought or done for us as a people, as a collective. I don't know anyone else that has done as much work as far as what he has brought to translate things to help us understand above and under the sun, the universal right knowledge. And for the deep people out there that's past religion, my advice is to check out his book, The Holy Tablets, the Great Book of the Living. And oh yes, that will most definitely get you going with understanding the truth of it all. So it's on my channel as well, and that'll help you, give you more of a breakdown of where all of this stuff came from. So that will definitely help you right there. And for the people that's still questioning, that's good. But remember, enough with the questions so much. It's about reading and studying. Because the only way you're going to get your answers is if you read and study and go within. And the answers will be revealed to you through time. But also, take heed to the fact that the Most High has brought help in writings. And These writings are the scrolls by Dr. Malachi to help you connect the dots back and understand fully who you are with the knowledge and information and universal knowledge within your destiny, what you're supposed to have in, that inner being of yours. So you can raise your consciousness levels up, to the crown chakra. But again, it requires work. And that is when you're getting down to working on your energy sensors, which is the chakras, and working on your behavior patterns and becoming good again, and working on those weaknesses. And everyone has them. And within yourself, recognizing what that is for you. Everybody, if you pay attention to yourself and start going on that self journey, the good journey within, on working on yourself, you begin to see what they really are, your weaknesses. And that's what it's called for you to do, is work on those things and clean up your life inside and out. And that's what's going to bring you up to, that crown. But before you get there, you got to start from the root. And get to working on that root chakra. It's levels. You just don't jump in between the two. You go through one and go through the other. Do your research on what they are. What is the root chakra? How do I work on the root chakra? Certain things within yourself, you work on those things. And again, this journey is a spiritual experience. And so you have to be the one to make that choice for yourself. If you want to change your life and get to your higher self, that's by choice. And so these are the things that I've done. These are the things that helped me. And all I can say is the biggest thing that I did that helped me was listening. I prayed and listening, followed instructions from our master teacher, Dr. Malachi, following instructions. And he gives instructions in the books to guide you through and get you on to the next book that'll help you get to the next one, and to the next one, and get you where you need to be if you're paying attention. He has references as well. And that's why it's so crucial to have the scrolls. Because they're going to help you understand this world and move you into proper alignment and get you back where you need to be, which is to the Most High, in proper position. So it's a lot of things that happens in between all of this, as far as the experience aspect of it. And I had many experiences spiritually that I might share going forward, some of them, and I already shared one, but it's many more. And again, when you begin to go on this journey, the Most High will show you things. And then it's not just in the book. The books just become alive, if you know what I mean. The books become alive and you begin to see things you never seen before. And this is reality for me. So it can also be reality for you once you begin to get out your own way and thinking that you know it all. Because we are all forever the student. And we're always learning. And you can always learn more. I can always learn something new. And the key thing is Always trying to learn something new each and every day. Something new. And once you begin and you got enough that you're sitting on already, then that means that you might need to sit back and digest it all, ingest it all, and get back to it. Take a little 3-day break, get back to it. 9-day break, get back to it. If it's sometimes overwhelming, and then get back to it. So it's an ongoing journey, and it's a process. And the key thing here is not getting distracted with the world side of things. Focusing on that will have you distracted. You have to begin to focus on yourself. That is the biggest thing. And focusing on yourself, meaning focusing on the Most High, meaning getting to know who you are. And the books and the scrolls will help. And then when you begin to apply the knowledge to your life with your meditations and, your exercising, your proper lifestyle, way of eating, all of that is shared in the scrolls of how we nourish our souls. If all applied the way it's supposed to be, and you begin to change and get rid of your bad habits, you'll begin to see everything becomes so clear. And you'll begin to open up your chakras. And get on up there through time as you rise for the event and the occasion, which is a beautiful thing. Once you reach your higher part of your being, the godly mind, the pure consciousness, your true self. And through time, if you're doing this, your gifts will begin to come to you. But it happens when you begin to let go and detach from the world and begin to focus on you through time. And everybody's time is different because everybody lets go of things, bad habits, in their own time. But once you begin to let go of those things, the Netaru, the Anunnaki, the Seraphim, the agreeable beings will begin to work with you and help you. The 9 ether forces. So, I think I said enough for right now. That's just what's on my mind. So I just thought I'd share and let you all know that it's all love. And if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Have a beautiful day. And I love you all. Peace.